Due to the number of attempts by the loony left to try and talk in circles when it comes to science, and what's a woman or a man, I've used biology, forensic pathology, but they just won't accept 100,000+ years of evolution and science. This is from Matt Walsh and he nails it. Woman, just like the word man, has a definition. The refusal to define the word woman is part of this. Now, they say that nobody can define it. It's an abstract, philosophical concept. It doesn't mean anything, really, they say. And although it doesn't mean anything, they still want you to take a man seriously when he says he identifies as a woman, despite the fact that he's identifying as something that, according to them, means nothing. But none of this makes sense or is true. The word woman, just like the word man, has a definition. A woman, by definition, is an adult human female. A man is an adult human male. Those are the only two options available for the human species. That's it. There is no third sex. It doesn't exist. All humans who have ever lived have been either male or female. What do we call this? We call this a binary system. It's the only system available to us. It's the reason why if you go on Amazon and you order a shirt with the non-binary pride flag, it will come in either men's or women's sizes because there's no other third option. Now, what is a female? Well, a female is somebody with XX chromosomes, a female reproductive system, female gametes or eggs, and the ability, in principle, to ovulate and bear offspring. Now, there are females who suffer from illnesses, mutations, injuries, deformities, or who simply are postmenopausal, which prevent them from performing some of these natural female functions. That does not make them any less female, and it also doesn't at all to invalidate the binary. It is, instead, what we call an exception that proves the rule. Here's why. When a female cannot bear children, we know that something is wrong physically, and we know this because females are supposed to be able to bear children. When a man cannot bear children, we know that it is not a sign of anything having gone wrong because men are not supposed to be able to bear children and never, ever have. So if, as a woman, you go to the doctor and tell him that you're unable to conceive children in your womb, he's not going to say to you, "Oh, well, maybe that means that you're non-binary. Maybe that's just who you are. That's just how it is." You'd be pretty upset if he said that. No, he's going to run some tests, and he's going to figure out what's wrong in your body. Maybe it can be fixed, maybe it can't, but it's just a fact that something is wrong, and he can almost certainly find out what it is. If, as a man, you go to the doctor and tell him that you're unable to conceive children in your womb, he'll run some tests to see what's wrong with your mind. Or at least that's how he would have responded up until recently. Now, because society has lost its mind, he might give the man hormone pills to help him transition into a woman, but you'll note that even after transition, still the man will not be able to ovulate or conceive children or perform any exclusively female function because he's not a female and will never be one. He's a man. That means he's a male with XY chromosomes, male anatomy, male gametes. But there's a lot more to being a male than just that. Indeed, the physical differences between men and women are not confined to the reproductive system. They can be found in every bodily system in every part of the body. A man is male down to his bones, down to his cells, down to his DNA. Even after he dies, his bones will attest to the biological reality. They can dig him up 100 years from now and find his bones, and find out that he was male. The bones will not declare his pronouns or affirm his self-perception. There will be no self. The self is gone, but the man remains. In other words, I wonder what they identified as, said no archaeologist. Ever.